Do you ever feel like improving your English is just too difficult? You open your books, study grammar, memorize words, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. I know that feeling. I used to think that becoming fluent in English required hours of study every day. But then I discovered something that completely changed the way I learned. Easy daily practice. Welcome to today's video. In this episode, I'm going to share exactly how you can practice English every day in simple, easy ways, without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. You don't need special classes. You don't need a teacher. You don't even need a lot of time. What you really need is a few easy habits that you can do anywhere, anytime, every single day. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build an English routine that feels natural, enjoyable, and effective, even if you only have 10 minutes a day. So, if you're ready to stop struggling and start improving your English easily, let's get started. Part 1. The biggest misunderstanding about practicing English. Let's begin with a truth that most learners never hear. You don't become fluent by studying English for long hours once in a while. You become fluent by practicing English a little every day. Think about it, fluency isn't built in one big jump. It's built through small, repeated actions that train your brain and your mouth to use English naturally. Most people think they have to study hard to see results. But here's the problem. Studying too hard can lead to stress, burnout, and frustration. And when that happens, you stop practicing. The secret is to make English part of your everyday life. That means practicing it in ways that are fun, short, and easy to continue. Let me show you how to do that step by step. Part 2. Morning habit. Start your day in English. The best time to begin practicing English is the moment you wake up. Why? Because your morning habits shape the rest of your day. Instead of grabbing your phone and scrolling through social media in your native language, try this. Start your morning with English. You could listen to a short English podcast while brushing your teeth. Watch a motivational video in English as you make breakfast. Read one short English paragraph or quote before leaving the house. It doesn't have to be long. Even 5 minutes of English in the morning tells your brain, this language is important. When I first started doing this, I listened to a simple English YouTube channel every morning. At first, I didn't understand everything. But I noticed that after 2 weeks, English started to sound more familiar. The words didn't feel so foreign anymore. Morning English exposure helps you build your ear and gets your brain comfortable with the rhythm of the language. If you want to go one step further, repeat 1 or 2 sentences you hear out loud. This strengthens your pronunciation and confidence at the same time. Part 3. Mini listening practice during the day. Here's one of the easiest ways to practice English every day. Listen while doing something else. We all have moments when we're walking, cooking, or traveling. These are perfect opportunities for listening practice. You can listen to English songs and focus on the lyrics, podcasts about topics you enjoy, YouTube videos in English while doing daily chores. Listening while doing other things is powerful because it doesn't feel like studying. Feels like living with English. The key here is consistency. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is learning naturally through repeated exposure. Let me give you an example. If you listen to 15 minutes of English audio every day in 1 month, that's 7 hours of listening practice without sitting down to study. That's how you grow, by making English part of your environment, not a subject you only study. Part 4. Self-talk. Your secret practice tool. Now let's talk about my favorite technique for improving speaking skills easily, self-talk. Self-talk means speaking to yourself in English. You can do it anywhere while walking, cooking, or even thinking. At first, it might feel strange, but it's one of the most effective ways to train your brain to think and speak in English naturally. Start with simple sentences about what you're doing. I'm making breakfast. I need to finish my work. It's a beautiful day today. Once you get comfortable, you can talk about your plans or feelings. Today, I feel motivated to practice English. I want to learn 5 new words today. The goal is to practice expressing your thoughts in English without worrying about mistakes. When I started this habit, I used to speak to myself for just 2 minutes a day. Over time, I noticed that my speaking became faster and smoother. I wasn't translating in my head anymore. I was thinking directly in English. If you make this a daily habit, your confidence will grow faster than you imagine. Part 5. Reading for 10 minutes a day. Reading in English is another easy and powerful habit. But it doesn't mean reading long books or difficult articles. Start small. Read something short every day like a paragraph from a blog, a news story summary, a social media caption, or a YouTube comment in English. The goal isn't to understand every single word. It's to get used to how English sentences are structured and how words are used naturally. When you see a new word, don't panic. Try to guess its meaning from the sentence. That's how native speakers learn their own language, through context, not memorization. Reading also improves your writing, grammar, and vocabulary automatically. If you make it fun reading things you actually enjoy, you'll stay consistent without feeling like it's work. Part 6. Speaking Challenge. 5 minutes of practice. Let's move on to the part that scares most learners: speaking. Many people say, "I understand English, but I can't speak." That's because they don't practice speaking enough. The good news is you can practice speaking even without a partner. Here's how. Choose one topic a day, something simple like my favorite food, what I did yesterday, or my dream job. Set a timer for 5 minutes and start speaking in English about that topic. Don't stop even if you make mistakes. Don't translate. Just keep going. If you can record yourself, you'll notice your progress week by week. This short speaking exercise builds fluency, confidence, and thinking speed. The more you speak, the less you'll fear mistakes, and the easier English becomes. Part 7. Learning from content you enjoy. Here's a secret. You'll learn faster when you enjoy what you're learning. So choose English content that matches your interests: movies, vlogs, tutorials, or podcasts. For example, if you like cooking, watch cooking videos in English. If you love travel, follow English travel vloggers. If you enjoy motivation, listen to English motivational speakers. You'll pick up natural vocabulary related to things you care about. Here's how to make it even more effective. Watch once for fun. Watch again and note down 2 or 3 useful phrases. Try to use those phrases in your self-talk or writing later. This makes learning both fun and practical. Part 8. Writing short notes in English. Writing helps you remember what you've learned and improves sentence structure naturally. But again, it should be easy. You don't need to write essays. Start with short notes such as a daily journal. Today I learned how to use new phrases. A to-do list in English. A message to a friend in English. Even writing 1 paragraph a day helps you organize your thoughts and learn to express yourself clearly. And remember, don't worry about grammar too much. Focus on communication first. You can correct small mistakes later. Part 9. Evening Review Routine. Now let's talk about what I call the evening English check-in. Before you go to bed, take 5 minutes to review what you learned that day. Ask yourself, what new words did I learn? Did I speak or listen to English today? How did I feel while practicing? You can also repeat the new words or phrases you heard earlier. This helps your brain remember them better while you sleep. If you want, listen to a short English audio before bed. Even passive listening improves your accent and understanding. This small nighttime routine keeps your progress consistent and gives you a sense of achievement every day. Part 10. Building consistency. How to stay motivated. The biggest challenge isn't learning English, it's staying consistent. So here are a few simple tips to help you keep going. 1. Make it easy. If your practice feels difficult, you'll stop. Keep it short and simple. 2. Make it part of something you already do. For example, listen to English while commuting or cleaning. Combine it with your daily habits. 3. Track your small wins. Keep a small notebook or phone note where you record what you did each day. Listen for 10 minutes. Spoke for 5 minutes. Learn 2 new words. When you see your progress written down, you'll feel proud and motivated to continue. 4. Don't chase perfection. You don't need to speak perfect English. You just need to communicate your ideas confidently. Mistakes are proof that you're learning. 5. Enjoy the process. Make English your friend, not your enemy. The more you enjoy it, the faster you'll learn. Part 11. Why easy daily practice works. You might wonder, can small daily habits really make a big difference? The answer is yes. Here's why. Your brain learns languages through repetition and exposure. The more often you hear, see, and use English, the stronger the connections in your brain become. Think about it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush for 2 hours once a week. You brush for a few minutes every day. That's how you maintain your teeth, and that's how you maintain and grow your English. Even 10 minutes of English every day adds up. In 1 week, that's over an hour. In 1 month, over 4 hours. In a year, more than 50 hours. That's 50 hours of real practice with no stress. That's the power of small, easy, consistent actions. Part 12. Sample daily plan, easy to follow. Let me give you an example of a simple daily English plan you can start today. Morning, 5 to 10 minutes. Listen to an English podcast or video while getting ready. Repeat 1 or 2 sentences aloud. Afternoon, 10 minutes. Read something short in English, a blog, article, or social media post. Write down 2 new phrases. Evening, 10 to 15 minutes. Speak about your day in English or record a short voice message to yourself. Review new words before sleeping. That's it. Less than 30 minutes total, but if you do it every day, your English will grow faster than you imagine. Part 13. How my English changed with easy practice. When I first started learning English, I thought I needed to study for hours. But I often got tired and gave up. Then I switched to easy daily practice. Listening, self-talk, reading short texts, and reviewing before bed. After a few months, I noticed big changes. I could understand native speakers better. I could express my ideas more clearly. And most importantly, I stopped feeling afraid to speak. My English didn't improve because I studied harder. It improved because I practiced smarter and more consistently. That's the same approach you can take starting today. Part 14. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's quickly go over some common mistakes learners make when trying to practice English daily. Mistake 1. Trying to do too much at once. Start small. A short daily routine is better than a big plan you can't keep. Mistake 2. Focusing only on grammar. Grammar is important, but don't let it stop you from speaking. Communication is the goal. Mistake 3. Comparing yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Focus on your own journey. Mistake 4. Waiting for motivation. Don't wait until you feel like practicing. Start even for 5 minutes and motivation will follow. Mistake 5. Ignoring pronunciation and listening. Listening carefully and repeating what you hear helps you sound more natural. Avoid these mistakes, and your daily practice will be smooth and effective. Part 15. Final thoughts. Small steps, big results. The truth is, you don't need a perfect study plan. You just need small, easy habits you can repeat every day. Think of your English journey like a plant. You can't make it grow overnight, But if you give it a little water and sunlight every day, it will grow naturally. Your English works the same way. A little listening here, a bit of speaking there, some reading and reflection, it all adds up. Don't underestimate the power of daily practice. What feels small today will become big progress in the future. If you make English part of your life, you'll reach fluency naturally, without stress, without fear, and without burnout. So that's how you can practice English easily every single day. Start small, stay consistent, and enjoy the process. You don't need expensive courses or long study sessions. You just need a few minutes of real, simple English every day, and over time that's what builds true fluency. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel for more practical English learning tips. And tell me in the comments, which part of this routine are you going to start today? Thank you for watching, and remember, easy practice every day leads to big results.